Here we've got a raccoon that we found. We're gonna walk through the process of seeing this animal, honoring the animal, and skinning her, preserving the fur. The first thing that needs to be done is really ceremony, a ritual, whatever you'd like to call it, but essentially just sitting with this animal, seeing it, honoring its life, its experience, and thanking the animal for this experience. So now that we got it hanging, we can start. And this thing is hanging way too high. But we'll see if we can't make this work. Start at the back foot here, the back leg. Just put your knife in. Make that first cut. I'll take one of these and kind of help just strip it all the way down. You want to go all the way to like the tail as far as you can. With this initial cut, you're essentially just separating the skin from all of that tissue, membrane, muscle, everything that's in there. I like to take my time with these. I think part of the importance of the act, the discovery of self, all of that comes in this process. So yeah, I like to take my time with it, and there's no need for me to rush it, so I usually don't. You know, it's all about just respecting this animal too. You know, one of the things about what, you know, scavenging animals and finding stuff on the road, you realize that all of these animals have lost their lives, you know, because of humans and our machines and our arrogance. But most people don't see nature. They don't see these animals as worthy of their time, of their thoughts, and I could not disagree with that more. These animals are a part of the universe, of this planet, of life here. They're a part of the same cycle that we are, and it's just a real shame, you know, that more people can't see that. Having empathy for a wild animal is something that I don't guess a lot of people think's important, but these are living creatures. These are our brothers, our sisters, our children, and we owe it to them to see them, to recognize them as more than just what's on the surface. Yeah, at this point, I've got that leg done, so I'll go ahead and switch it over. And another thing, just be mindful of with these things are ticks, and there's a big one crawling on the belly. These things are riddled with ticks. And there's one on my glove. So yeah, I hate ticks, and I know there's a bit of a contradiction there between me talking about treating all of these creatures and life in general with compassion and respect, and ticks are a part of all that too, but I do not like ticks, so I think the easiest way to dispatch them effectively is with fire. The whole process of skinning and tanning, it's very meditative for me. So if I'm spending a little more time here on the animals, then I don't exactly mind. This is gonna start getting real gross, because sometimes when they are hit like this with a large vehicle, large car, it's really a mess inside. Really, this goes for whatever part of the animal you're on. You can pull the skin, try to create that tension, and then you can make just small, light, shallow cuts as needed to help pull it down. And that's really all you need to do with this. It's all very easy, just you need to take your time. So we'll get the tail stripper now. This is a way to easily get the rest of the tail separated. Basically just put it on there, and then strip it right out. Now just start peeling down the rest of this. You can see right here, this is the intestines are about to spill out of this, and I don't want that to happen. So that's another reason to be careful when at least when you're scavenging like this. You never know the shape the animal is in. As you can see, we don't have a large space here to work with. We're basically just in a neighborhood, but also wanted to demonstrate that you don't really need a whole lot to do this. And as I said, I'm going a little slower now on this, just because the insides of this thing are really, really messed up. It's really hard to see what you're doing, and got that down on the arm, and I'll just cut that off. This other side looks a little worse. See, these are, some of the challenges when you're scavenging. Sometimes it's not in the shape or the condition we want or think we need. But in these challenging situations, that's where the learning and the growth happens. And these are, this side's a little uneven there, but that doesn't matter. Now we've got the head lift. Same process here. You're peeling, you're pulling down, peeling away, and then when it seems stuck or not going anymore, just make a few shallow cuts. And if you can, always try to be mindful and cut into the body instead of into the skin, because that's an easy way to make some holes. As you can see here, we're down here to the eyes, and this poor raccoon was hit in the head. Her skull is pretty shattered. I think this is a good time to pause. I'm gonna get some protection. Really just wanted to get some more protective stuff on. I put some glasses on, a mask, just because this skull is completely shattered. The brain is exposed and coming out. And And I don't know a whole lot about all of these diseases and things that are linked to the brains and all of that. All I know is I don't want any of it. And I've been careless enough with the learning process on these things that you always want to do what you can to protect yourself. There's no reason not to. What I'm doing here is just peeling down this bottom lip, making the small cuts until it separates. There we go. There's bits of bone embedded into that as well. Bits of the skull here embedded in the skin. It's a mess. Hence why I wanted to get some extra protection. I don't know, you just don't want any brain splatter, anything of the sort. And there you go, the skin is off. It is obviously very fatty, in need of fleshing, and we will do that as well. I'll show you how I do it.